welcome to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into the weekly outlook from March 8th to the 15th for the sign of Gemini. But before we do that, it's that time again, giving away another oracle deck on my channel. Now this is the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck and guidebook, which comes with this beautiful, beautiful set from Kim Krantz. It is the animal spirit deck that I use most in my readings, and in order to be eligible to win this deck, all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, leave me a comment, and let me know that you are interested. And on March 31st, I will be releasing the winner video like I always do to announce the winner of this beautiful animal spirit deck. All right, Gemini, let's get right into it. We're going to pull out your we're going to pull out your romance angel messages. And then we're going to get right into pulling out your animal spirits, all right? So, let's get right into it. Gemini, we have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. We have let your friends help you. And we have playfulness. Nice. Okay, we can move these down just a little bit. Have them in focus for you. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and pull out your animal spirits for this week, March 8th to the 15th for you, Gemini. And I'm giving away this deck because it is really a beautiful deck to work with. It's one of those long, enduring decks. It will last you for many, many years, and you will always continue to get new insights from this deck, which is it's generally a good sign when you have a deck that whenever you're working with it, you always get another insight or another level becomes clear to you. This is when we're talking about a really well thought out and well conceived deck, and this is probably one of the best animal spirit decks out there. So let's go ahead and pull out your animal spirits for the week, Gemini. Please take it as it comes to you, as it resonates. Please, if it doesn't relate to you, don't force it. And please don't be mad if the message is not for you, because then the message simply is not for you. Black egg, associated with the throat chakra. That is the 5th chakra. We have the dolphin, right? Associated with water and healing. And we have the butterfly, beautiful, talking about transformation. It is an air elemental animal spirit. And this is another reason why I really enjoy this deck, because a lot of the animal spirit decks tend to forget about the elements. And this deck always lets you know what element the animal spirit is associated with by the alchemical symbol at the top of the card. So let's get right into it. The black egg is the 5th chakra, or the throat chakra, right? And it is associated with absolute honesty in all communication. The black egg is a spirit that comes into our lives when we just cannot deal with any kind of deceptions. This includes gossip. This includes sort of base communication associated with backstabbing, gossip, lying, things like that. Any little deception, right? It's not only about the big lies, it's also about the little white lies, right? And it's about just having complete honesty in your communication. This is hard to do for all of us. I think, when we talk about absolute truth and honesty, truth is personal, right? Truth to a certain degree is very subjective, but honesty, right? Being honest about something and being honest with your communication, yes, that is something that is very hard to do and something that we really want to strive to in our lives. And the black egg is that spirit coming in. Generally, it indicates that it is a time in your life where you really can't afford to be dishonest or to tolerate any dishonesty. Now, the dolphin is associated with water energy, and it is the highest animal spirit for healing. The upside down triangle means water and alchemy. And it is, yes, indeed, associated with healing, empathy, compassion, sensitivity, just a connectedness, right? The dolphin spirit has this understanding of what we may be going through, there is this innate sort of like sensitivity to what exactly is needed in any given situation to help someone heal. And so the spirit of the dolphin comes into our lives as events, as experiences, or even as people who help us to heal some of those deep, deep wounds. Of course, healing here can also even be a physical healing as well. Dolphins oftentimes are used in therapy for physical issues as well as emotional issues. Now, the butterfly is associated with air energy. That alchemical symbol at the top of the card is the symbol for air. And the butterfly is, of course, the totem for full transformation. Now, air being associated with the mind and with speech and communication, we're talking about a transformation of who you are, your psyche, your personality, your characteristics, a transformation of the ego, right? The ego is associated with the mind and how we see ourselves, how we think of ourselves. So this is a transformation in ego and in mental areas, right? It is also a time to lean on friends. So it's interesting that the romance angels would let you know that let your friends help you, because the butterfly is also the totem for friendship. And so certainly sometimes when we're going through a mental realization or a mental change, an ego change, right? Or transformation, it's not easy. Right? It's not easy. It does come with some growing pains, and it could be a time in your life where you really do need to depend on people around you, close to you, depend on your friends who you trust to perhaps help you through this very great stage of transformation, but yet it may indeed still be a difficult time. All right, my lovely Geminis, let's go ahead and get right into your spread for the week. We're going to pull out 3 forecasts for the week. And of course, these forecasts are intended to be separate. So they're going to be for separate Geminis having separate experiences. So you're not necessarily going to resonate with everything. And if you do resonate with one of the readings, that is great indeed. But it may only even be with a portion of one of the readings. Again, this is not going to be for all Geminis, right? All right, let's get right into it. We have the King of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. All right. Let's move this up just a little bit. I must have moved it down too much. I'm going to get all those cards in there for you so you can see them. All right, guys. So we have the King of Pentacles coming in. So some of you are resonating with that. You're really at the top of your game this week when it comes to your career or finance, the control that you have over your material abundance. King of Pentacles is someone who's already experienced a certain amount of achievement and success in manifesting their goals in the here and now in the material world, right? This is someone who generally is at the top of their career or the top of their business, right? And oftentimes it can indicate a desire to be a benefactor, to invest, to sort of, progress out into the world this knowledge and this wisdom, project out into the world this wisdom. And so you may indeed be a mentor to someone. You may be seeking out individuals who you can help to teach this wisdom to. You're going to help them manifest their dreams and their goals. In any case, you're resonating with this coming in. However, this week, some of the events and experiences you have are 5 of Wands. And so this is a real power struggle. There's a competitiveness there. There may be somebody who may be indeed trying to compete with you or to compete with your level of authority and experience in your career or in your business. 5 is the number for power struggle. So, and 5 of Wands is a competitive type of power struggle in terms of the essence of this struggle here. And it feels to me like it is someone bringing this to you or someone trying to sort of drag you into this struggle, right? By the end of the week, you resonate with Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles understands that to manifest anything, you really have to put your heart into it. You have to put your emotions into it. She's emotionally invested in the things that she's trying to manifest in the material world. We're talking about career, business, even talking about, now, by the way, coins are not only just about money. They are about everything that is physical. So that also includes physical well-being, our health, our environment, where we live, how we live, right? It's not always only ever just about money. And so with Queen of Pentacles, here we're talking about the emotional investment that you put into creating a harmonious environment, a healthy body, right? Maintaining a healthy body, right? And really keeping that connectedness, right? Feeling for the things that you want to sort of manifest, not just sort of, doing it by rote or punching a clock, as it were, if we're talking about a job. So it's interesting that this will come out for you, that this is the energy you're going to resonate with by the end of the week. Could also be somebody coming in for you, right? Queen of Pentacles could indeed be someone who's coming in that you know in your field or your business who may indeed help you with this power struggle and kind of help you to reorientate. It could be that this power struggle coming in for you is distracting you a little bit, Gemini, really distracting you from what really needs to happen. And so this Queen of Pentacles can certainly be a friend or a colleague, because we do have let friends help you. A friend or a colleague. It could be also the spirit of the butterfly coming in a sense of this person could indeed be reminding you of the importance of staying true to your heart, even in business, even in your career, even in, ways in the areas of our life to do with material and with money and abundance, to make sure that your heart is still in it and your heart is pure. And it could be a real sort of, this Queen of Pentacles energy could certainly be someone who cares for you very much and who wants to sort of help you maintain yourself and your position. You may indeed be going through a bit of a transformation in this area of your life with that spirit of the butterfly coming in. Can also be the spirit of black egg coming in a sense that the Queen of Pentacles may indeed be reminding you to remain honest in all things, right? Again, Five of Wands energy is a power struggle, and I wouldn't be surprised if somebody is resorting to dishonesty or sort of underhanded tactics to keep you involved in this competitiveness. Try not to sort of succumb to that. And again, if you do have friends there that are willing to help you through this particular stage in your life, what I feel to be a bit of a transformation for you in your life, definitely lean on them. We have Three of Swords, Two of Wands, and the Devil. Wow. Some of you are coming into this week with a Three of Wands energy. You feel absolutely betrayed. Three of Wands is a betrayal. It is when we've already established a certain amount of loyalty or bonding with someone and they betray that. Of course, the go-to interpretation for most readings that I see with this card is that it's third-party energy. However, third-party energy is just a symptom of a deeper essence. There's really so much more going on here with Three of Swords than somebody cheating on you. This is a swords card. It's not a cup card. And so here we're really talking about the fact that this is a blow to the ego. This is a blow to the things that you held on to. Certainly, what really hurts with a Three of Swords is that you've already begun to trust someone. You've already begun to bond with someone, and they have just disrupted that, or they have absolutely betrayed that trust. Now, this could also be someone who sort of, gets you involved in a relationship, gets you to believe that they love you, they have a bond with you, and they will treat you right, and then they don't. And then the relationship is quite abusive, and it's totally opposite to what they always promise you. This is also the essence of Three of Swords. It's not always just somebody else, someone cheating on you, right? Which is, like I say, a grossly oversimplified interpretation of this card. And you're coming into this week with this sort of feeling. I do feel that this is a case of friends betraying you. This is a feeling, to me, of a friend who you have probably entrusted in some way, and they have betrayed you. And so the spirit of the black egg is coming in a sense of, right now, this area of your life, in all areas really, but specifically in this scenario, only pure honesty is required. You need to be honest with yourself, and of course you need to require nothing but honesty from those around you. So you're coming into this week with this energy. You're met with the Two of Wands, which is a desire to move past it, to get over it, to heal from it. You really don't want to deal with this anymore. And again, this feels to me like a betrayal of a friend. This does not feel to me like a third party energy. This feels to me like somebody has really sort of stabbed you in the back in the area of a career move. Could be that you were working with a friend in a creative endeavor and they have somehow sort of betrayed the trust there. You do round the week off with the devil, and the devil is all about sort of being drawn to our baser sides, right? Being drawn to sort of our passions in a very weak way, in a very sort of enslaved way, right? The devil is one of the highest cards for creativity, right? The devil is associated with that Kundalini energy in the second chakra, which we associate with sex and sensuality, passion. Of course, that is the root of our creative energy, because what is the most creative thing that any human can do? Create a child, right? The ultimate pinnacle of beautiful creation is creating a new life, but we have to have sex to do that. And so here we find the connectedness between physical passion and that energy that comes from that second chakra, that Kundalini energy, and sort of connecting that to the higher spirit and bringing into the world, manifesting into the world something incredible. Also, what can happen is great symphonies, great works of art, inventions, etc. Now, the problem with the devil, of course, is that when we don't have that commitment to our higher self, when we don't have that commitment to remain connected to the divine within us, what happens is that our passion still needs to be satisfied. We still feel a desire to express it, and we end up descending into sort of instant gratification. We descend into addiction. We descend into codependency. And this is the negative energy that we associate with the devil. This is why I believe this is a reading for a Gemini who's been in some kind of creative partnership where the pain of the partnership or the group dynamic or the individual who sort of betrayed you or betrayed your trust, there is a temptation for you to sort of swing to the other side and now sort of walk down a darker path, right? For that instant gratification, to maybe satisfy the pain that is within you, right? Through addiction, right? And through, like I said, instant gratification, doing things that satisfy you in this quick moment, but really don't last. Part of that is this real desire for you to move forward and leave this all behind. Don't forget, there is healing that needs to happen. Okay, healing and honesty really needs to happen here in order for you to maintain the exalted stance of the devil rather than descending into sort of the lower vibration of the devil, right? The easier vibration of the devil. Please do excuse the noise in the background. Sirens are going off on the East Coast. So, all right, we're going to pull out your last spread. Here we go, Gemini. We have Star Energy, Chariot, wow, and the King of Swords. Well, the Star is all about following your desire and your wish for your life, right? Your ultimate wish. This is your sister sign card. It's a card for Aquarius. The Chariot is the card for Cancer, but that's neither here nor there. It really doesn't matter about the sun sign that the tarot card is associated with. The Star is all about your ultimate wish for your life, right? Your ultimate goal or dream for your life. And right now, really taking time out to make sure that you are on that path. Have you continued to fertilize that dream? Have you continued to sort of check in with yourself and make sure that you're still on the path towards that dream, towards that objective? Sometimes we get knocked off our path. Sometimes we have other things that we're dealing with in our lives, and it's like that path that we were on towards our goal, we're kind of off of it a little bit. We take a little sort of side lane for a minute or a detour for a minute. Star energy talks about reorientating yourself back on that path. So it's absolutely appropriate that we would also then run into the Chariot. These are both 7 cards. Number 7 cards, right? The Chariot is the first 7, and the second 7 is the Star. Here we find a connection in tarot. For those of you who are students of tarot, here we find a connection because, of course, it is all about the same thing. It's all about the goal and the wish we have for our lives. But the Chariot, the first 7 in the major arcana, is all about preparing the path. getting things ready, preparing yourself for that adventure, for that journey, right? And of course, the star energy is all about, as we are on that journey, maintaining it, fertilizing it, etc. And so this week, I think you're woken up to the fact that you want to get back on the path. And so this week, a lot of events that you're dealing with, people that you may be meeting with, events that may be coming into you, are all about sort of getting you back on that path, are all about sort of preparing that path, or certainly preparing the next stage of that path. You're ready for it, right? You're ready to get right back into the swing of things. By the end of the week, you round off with the King of Swords. Kings are always fire, swords are air. So we have the fiery aspect of air here, and the King of Swords is all about sort of maintaining honesty in his life. I would say that the King of Swords and the Black Egg are very, very sort of connected in a lot of ways, because the King of Swords is brutally honest. Right? Brutally honest about who he is, about what he desires. He has absolute clarity of thought. Nothing stands in his way. He simply cannot be dissuaded. He simply cannot be, he can't have the wool pulled over his eyes, or nobody can make him feel in any way like his plans and ideas are wrong or are not going to work. He has absolute self-confidence. He's also a very severe king in a sense of setting rules, right? And I think in this way you realize there are certain rules you have to put in. There's certain sort of criteria you're going to have to maintain, and one of them is one of brutal honesty. So whatever your path is or your desire is here for your life, what is necessary in order for you to prepare this next journey is for you to just be very, very honest with yourself and everyone around you. Because right now, what you're trying to achieve, you simply can't tolerate deception, gossiping, backstabbing, etc. That simply cannot be part of your outlook or your your sort of modus operandi, right? And it simply cannot be something that you tolerate from anyone else around you, if indeed you want to achieve this goal. And so I think this is a realization. You have very strong week for a Gemini out there who's taking absolute control of their life. Right? This is very much taking power back. I wouldn't even be surprised if this is a Gemini who's getting out of an environment, situation, relationship, etc. that has kept you from your true happiness. And this week you're being extremely sort of proactive about getting right back on that path and simply not tolerating any obstacles. All right, guys, this is your reading March 8th to the 15th for Gemini. Don't forget, if you want to be in the running for the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, of course, you have to be subscribed to my channel. You have to leave me a comment letting me know that you're interested in the giveaway. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead, like, subscribe, and share all of that good stuff. Check out your other readings in the description. If you want to get a private reading, of course, all you have to do is follow the link at the top of your screen. But for right now, Gemini, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week for your weekly outlook. Bye-bye now.